as you can see, I have both my hands free. And that's because I bought a tripod. And, well, I don't know why. I just did. Thought, why not? Really. But, so, as you guys know, I ordered up the battery tray and the brackets and pads for the rear differential. So the battery tray came in. The pads and brackets are still coming in. They haven't even been shipped yet, I don't think, because they're being shipped from the manufacturer that makes them instead of Jags, which is where the battery tray came from. But anyway, getting past that. We're going to put in the battery tray in this video. But to do that, to make it so, yeah, I mean, it won't look perfect, obviously. It doesn't really need to, but so that we can stop any rust from coming at it, we are going to, let me just, real quick, look at that, and we're off. Okay, we're going to get the wire brush in here, and we're going to wire brush all this on in this area, even up into the core part of the radiator, and then throw some rust reformer on it, and then some chassis and grill paint so that it stops it from getting any worse than it is. I mean, as you guys can see, it's still pretty good. It's got some surface rust, but that's not too big of a deal. I mean, there's a little bit right there that's rusted out, but also not that big of a deal. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. And now that I have this tripod right here, look at that, I can actually just set you guys up and time lapse me, you know, wire brushing this down, getting it cleaned off, getting it ready for paint and rust reformer, and then battery tray can go in, so on and so forth. So yeah, should be fun. Should be a new experience, new little camera angles and all such. Yeah, I'll get you guys set up and we'll get moving on it. Alright, so I have you guys set up, hopefully, so you can kind of see what I'm doing on over here. So, let's get going. Just going to start by kind of getting on around here with the wire brush and trying to get some of this cleaned up a bit. Alright, that's pretty good. Now we need to get some of this area taped off where we don't necessarily need to or want to get any of this black paint everywhere. Or rust reformer, I guess. And then the black paint. So I'm going to figure that out and get back to you guys. We got a rag here, we got some paper on. Trying to get it away from all the kind of parts we don't want to paint, you know. So we're all set to go with the rust reformer. Kind of spray it on, get some protectant on there. Okay, so now we just gotta let that sit and cure for a little bit before we actually put the chassis and grill paint on. It says on the bottle that it should take 2 to 3 hours. So, let's see. Probably come back out here around 10 and either put another coat on, or if it looks good, just go ahead and throw on the black paint. But yeah, now we wait, guys. It is 10:21, so should be good to start with the actual paint. I don't know where I'm going to go over to. Probably, yeah, I'm probably going to bring it on over to the cap, because I actually did put some rust killing primer on there. I'm not going to actually get it onto the cap because you don't want that, but yeah, and then obviously just down into here, on around kind of where the battery tray sits. And once I hit it once, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then put another coat on, and should be able to call it good there. Shouldn't need more than 2 coats. So let's get after it. Time for the second coat. Probably be the last coat that I throw on. Then it will just kind of get redundant. I mean, we just need the protection below the battery tray so we don't get any more rust and then it turns into rust holes, you know what I mean? Alright, I think that should work. And we don't got any, well, here's a little bit of a low spot. There we go. Yeah, we got a good coat over the little rusty area. I'll show you guys that real quick. Okay guys, as per usual, I had to charge the camera, but, whew, yeah, it smells like spray paint in here now. So, the paint has dried to the touch, you can see, and we got the battery tray in. So the front two, can't see it, need a flashlight. Okay, so the front 2 bolts here that hold it to the, well, I guess front support, those are the originals, because those are still there. But these 2 down on the bottom, where the tray hooks to the actual, I will call this a fender liner, well, they were lost in translation somewhere. I don't know where, but I had to make do with what I had. And I found a few bolts that were short and the same thread pitch, so I grabbed them and well, I mean, I have a lock washer on there and then 3 kind of spacer washers on there for both of them. The second one being on back there. So it works good now. It's nice and sturdy. It's not moving for sure. So now all that's left is to slide the battery back on there and make sure that these, I mean, I'm pretty sure they won't be, but just make sure that these aren't going to be hitting against the battery and, you know, possibly puncturing it. So let's get on to that. Okay. Oh, isn't that nice? Having a battery tray that doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart. Oh yeah, that is on there, man. Okay. Get that pulled down. Get started by hand. Okay. There we go. Need an extension. Oh yeah. That battery is never gonna move. Look at that. That's in there good now. Alright, so yeah, we're done here. I'm not gonna hook it up because that'd be kind of pointless, you know. But now we don't have to zip tie the battery down, which is a good thing. I can take all this off because the paint is done. Oh yeah. I would consider that a job well done. Look at this thing. Oh well, of course it slipped off. Now I have to frickin' adjust it again. Okay, well, R.I.P. So now she's on there. Yeah, it slipped off the bracket there for a second. Then I actually got her down tight and not moving, which is a good thing. And doesn't feel like there's any point where those bolts are touching the battery, which is also a good thing, which means I spaced them out correctly. And yeah, now we just gotta wait for the rear end parts to come in, all the pads and the brackets, and then we can slap that back together, get it aligned properly once and for all. And the next step, I was actually looking into the driver door while I was waiting for the paint to dry. Literally waiting for paint to dry. So this door, it can shift up and down, which makes it so it doesn't close properly. As you can see, it didn't close completely, and if I put the same force that I did on the driver door on the passenger door, nice close, it'll close nice and good, but the upper hinge on the driver door is out of whack. So we need to get new hinges for the driver door, which I just found parts for and told my dad about, told him I could do that. So we're going to get that in order. And then a little armrest thing that you use to close the door, you know. got to get that. That's like a $30 part. So, not that big of a deal. But still kind of a big price item for that. And then obviously seat. And then after that, yeah, there's not a whole lot left. Front and rear main seal, yeah, I can do that. But I'll probably do that when we inspect the transmission, because I think we got a thrust bearing out in the transmission. Whew. And then, yeah. And obviously, the headlight doors, we've got to get that fixed, but we'll get after it, and we'll get her done. So, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this whole tripod thing. It was kind of fun for me, you know, trying different camera angles to get the best one possible. I mean, you guys kind of sort of watched what I was doing from far away, so hope you guys learned something through, you know, either that rust conversion stuff, wherever it is. It's over there, rust reformer, and then spray painting this area. But yeah, we got the new tray in. Battery is holding tight where it is now, which is good. You don't want a battery flying into the engine again. Yep, we are waiting for the brackets and then also the pads for the leaf spring. And then once those come in, I'll get you guys a video on that, putting those in and assuring that the differential is aligned properly to put down some torque and some power, you know. After that, kind of got into a stopping point more or less with stuff that I need to do with it, but I have an idea for the truck. So I have this muffler that you guys saw in a video earlier, and I haven't been able to put it on because one, I'm not that good at welding, and two, my dad doesn't want me to hack off my stock muffler and then weld in this, well, small one, and it be too loud, and then have to hack it off again and put on the stock one. So I was thinking, well, why don't I get a mid-pipe for the truck and then create a custom side pipe or side exit exhaust for it with that muffler, and if my dad decides it's too loud, I can just sell it as a kit, you know, to anybody that would want it. So I have that in mind that I want to do, and then also cab corners and not the running boards, but the, you know, the skirts. I need to cut out the old rusty ones and weld in some new ones and paint them. So I'll have that coming up shortly as well, since I am here for, well, the next 5 months. Might as well get some stuff done that we've kind of been putting off. That'll do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button, and then if you want to see more videos of mine, go on ahead and subscribe, and I will be sure to keep you guys very well fed with the uploads. Have a nice night, guys.